Anybody here? Anybody here either an immigrant or a descendant of an immigrant? Everybody in the country sometime immigrated here. Immigrants are what made our country so great. It's been longer for some of us than others. It was my great-grandfather who came here as an immigrant when he was 14. His dad died. He sold vegetables on the corner, eventually bought a truck, sold vegetables by truck, eventually bought 5 acres. We were never rich, we were never wealthy, but he got in business. He got trucks and he delivered milk. He became an entrepreneur. Eventually his kids went to college. Is that not the story also of the Indian American community? The Indian American community has succeeded to such great levels that it's astonishing to recount. Nobel Prize winners, deans at Harvard, deans at dozens of schools, CEO at Microsoft, CEO at MasterCard, Silicon Valley. So what we have to get over as a country is that we have to appreciate that immigrants are an asset to our country. To fix the problems we have of having controlled entry into our country, to somehow say we're going to have less illegal immigration, you've got to have more legal immigration. The problem we have right now, and it's not just Indian Americans, it's Chinese Americans, it's many other groups that have come to our country, is you've come lawfully, you've come legally, and yet it takes forever, and maybe it never happens at all, that you get your permanent residence. How's the simple way to fix that? You need more green cards. More green cards for everybody, and then also no country limits. I think if you want to work and you've got a job and you want to be part of America, there are much larger amounts that we could bring in. There's really not a limit if people will work. And so there are plenty of jobs. We are right now in my state short of workers. So we want more people in our country, but we need to do it lawfully, legally, and with a process. So I think we can combine both. And I'm not without sympathy for the kids who were brought here illegally, but I don't think that the kids who were brought here illegally should somehow get in front or obscure the kids who came and are now kids of legal immigrants and that are not being protected. We need to make sure that that is a priority. As you move forward, I will tell you, your voice has to be louder and louder. The next time you do this, you need to double and triple your crowd, because the voices that we're hearing from are only the DACA. We're only hearing from that. And I'm not saying I don't have sympathy for it, and there will be some solution, but the children of people who came here legally need to be heard. People need to talk about what the Indian American community has brought to America, how you're already part of America, how you're making America great. When we do that, and when we get to a more rational and sane discussion on immigration, we're going to do nothing but make it greater. I want to be part of helping. I've got amendments to have more green cards, more employment-based visas, the EB-1s through 5s, more HB-1s, more H-2As, more H-2Bs. They're all based on work. Why would we not want more people who are willing to work? So I think there are answers to this. We're going to keep pushing, and hopefully we will prevail. About a month ago, we were said we're going to have an open amendment process. They only allowed 4 amendments, and none of them were mine. So what we have to do is you got to keep pushing. You got to call your senators. You got to call your representatives on both sides of the aisle and let them know that you are a voice for legal immigrants and their children. I want to be for you. I'll continue to fight. Make your voice heard. Thank you very much.